So maybe you've been looking at Kajabi for a while now, or maybe you've just heard about it. But what you really need is to get a deep dive look into the back end in order to know what it really is all about and what it has to offer. Right now, at the time of this filming, there is a special for Kajabi, 20% off a whole year of any monthly plan, which is an awesome deal. So if you've been on the fence thinking about Kajabi, or you've just discovered Kajabi and you're thinking about diving in, but you need a little bit more detail on what's inside, this video is definitely for you. So I'm going to take you into Kajabi, into my back end, and show you all the things that it has to offer. So this video is a little bit long, but that's how much there is to see. That's how much there is to do in Kajabi. So if you want to skip around, you're welcome to do that. Or if you want to, play it back on twice the speed, you can do that too. I just really wanted to give a super thorough tour of the back end. So I'm going to take you in, and in the description below this video, I'll also put a link so that you can get that, because it's through the Kajabi referral program. So you'll have to use this link if you want to get 20% off a whole year of any monthly plan. So that's 20% off the monthly subscription price every month for a whole year. Which is crazy. And you also start out with a free trial as well. So you don't have to actually fully commit right away. You could get in there and try it out. I think it's a 14-day free trial, but it might even be 30 days. So I'll put the link below. Check out this little tour that I'm going to do for you now. And let me know if you have any questions, or if you decide to hop in, let me know. I'd love to be Kajabi buddies, because it's what I use for pretty much everything in my business, and I absolutely love it. I hope you will too. All right, let's get this started. I'm going to take you on a little tour of Kajabi so that you can get a sense of what it's all about, what they are offering, and why I think it's an absolute must for anyone who is trying to run courses, coaching, podcasts, online shopping, any number of things. It really has it all. And so I'm really excited to show you around. Let's get into it. So before I dive into the back end of my Kajabi, what I want to show you is sort of the front end. So I want to show you a brief overview of my website and some of the pages, because that's one of my favorite things about Kajabi, is that you can build some really beautiful web pages, and there are templates, and there's all kinds of things to help you so that you don't have to be a professional web designer in order to do this. You can make some really beautiful things for yourself. And that way everything can be all in one place, right? So this is what I've heard from a lot of people, that they have, this platform for their courses, this platform for their e-products, this platform for their website, and they're just kind of like mixing and matching all over the place. Whereas Kajabi brings all these things together. It has pretty much everything you need to run your business. So let's go ahead and have a look at my website. So I'll just keep moving this around probably, but anyway, you can see here that you can scroll through, and there's a lot of beautiful just kind of like layouts you can use. And this is just a home page, whatever, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but you can do, like, you can see here, I have an opt-in for my freebie, which will collect email addresses and also automatically send out this free resource kit that I'm offering. And then I have like these, sections of the page dedicated to different products. So this is my free webinar. You can click here and then it'll take you to a page, I believe, like this. No. This one. So this is my opt-in page for my free webinar online. So people can come and sign up here. Once again, it'll collect their email address and it'll automatically send them access to the workshop. So, and I just think these, that these are kind of beautiful web pages. So I just kind of wanted to show you that. I also have, this is back on my homepage, I have little blurbs leading people into my online course, my self-paced online course. So they can click on that and it will take them to my course page. And this is another really great example, I think, of the kind of web pages you can build. So lots of, clickable buttons and that sort of thing. But I also just love that you can kind of like change up the style, and you can use these different cards and sections, different types of layout, and you can customize pretty much everything. So you're seeing like it's just a really dynamic setup. Okay. And then let me just make sure, back to here. Also, I have a link on my homepage to go learn about my coaching services, so they can go straight there. These are more coaching services. I have some testimonials on my homepage. This is my recommendations page, which I'll show you in a moment. And then a main opt-in, which of course you could put anywhere on the page, and I just put it at the bottom in case they didn't find what they were looking for in the above sections. So this, once again, will collect email addresses, and it will subscribe them to my email list as well. So let's just go and look real quick. This was my coaching page. So if they clicked on, learn more about my coaching services, they'll come here and they can learn about what I offer, yada, 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 and they can actually set up a call. And I'll just show you what that checkout page looks like as well. So this is the, purchasing page for a single session. So you can come in here and, put a little more detail or more information here if you'd like. And then this is the checkout area. So of course you could offer coupons, which is cool. And there are a few other different payment options as well, which I just haven't hooked up yet, but you can do Apple Pay, Stripe, and Google Pay as well. And so here also, I don't have an upsell on this right now, but I love this feature that you can do with Kajabi. You can set up all different kinds of upsells and downsells. And so if I did have, let's say, like a workbook that I offer to people when I set up sessions with them, I could put an upsell right here that they could just add that additionally to their cart, which is like super cool. I need to get into all that. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, I just thought I'd show you this, my recommendations page. This is not something that came as like a format or template through Kajabi, but it's something that I have kind of created for myself because I wanted to really put everything in one place. So if you have different types of products, like if you sell digital resources or even physical resources, I guess, you could create a page like this as sort of like a shop. So you can see I have this listed as my shop. And what it is just a bunch of different recommendations for me. And so it's free resources, just, people that I follow or people that I recommend. And so, someone could come here and read my personal review and message about this product or person, and then they can follow through to their website. But I also have used this to connect with my affiliate marketing, process as well. So you'll see there are also products here, which if you clicked on one of these, it would take you most likely to Amazon, which is where most of my affiliate products come through. But you could also link, courses, programs, different things that you want. So just another example of kind of the different layouts that you can do with the web design on Kajabi, and the variety of ways that you can kind of interact and offer things to people. The other thing I wanted to show you again on the front end before we move to the back end is what it looks like when somebody is looking at their library of my products. So when someone goes to my website, carolineleedewey.com, they can click log in and it will take them, and then they can go to my library and it will show them everything that they've kind of signed up for with me. So I have, I had a group coaching program, I have a self-paced course, I have coaching services, I have my, free workshop, and my free resource kit, which I don't think that would show up here because that's just an email-based offering. which I'll mention that again in a few minutes. But anyway, this is where they would see all the things that they've signed up for. So if they in my group coaching program, this is the workshop. These are the sessions. So if they have a package of sessions, they could go in here and see, you know, how far along we are in the package. And you can actually even set like an upsell so that when they get to the end of their package, they could buy more sessions from right in there. And the programs and different things. Just see. Okay. So I will just real quick show you my product, my course product, so that you can see also from the front end, this is what the customer sees when they sign into their dashboard for the course. Okay. So over here on the left side, you see the full outline of all the posts, all the teachings, all the resources. And when you click on one, you can see like a written post, depending on what you've created, right? And then comments, so you can like communicate with people on each specific thing. Show you a video post as well. So this is what it looks like when you have like a video lesson built in. It'll pop up right there, nice full screen, and as well as the written post. And then if you have downloads, I'll show you that as well. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one will. So again, another video post here, but I have set up these downloads as well. So people, if you want people to be able to download like an audio version of the lesson or a worksheet or anything else to accompany it, you can put those directly in each section as well. So that's just kind of an overview. Like I said, I want you to be able to see what the customer sees, because that's really important to me, that it all looks beautiful and, you know, user friendly and all of that for them. So now let's get into Kajabi itself in the back end. So this is the page that you'll see when you initially go to Kajabi. This is a page that you'll see if you use my link and you want to get the free trial. This is where you'll go to start setting up your account. And of course, you can learn a lot more here about all the things that they do. Speaking of which, they have this amazing Kajabi University. So, I do consider myself a relatively tech savvy person. And so coming into this, I wasn't totally freaked out by the amount of stuff there was on offer and how you could make all these different web pages and products and different things. But I could see it being pretty overwhelming, especially to someone who's newer to working with some of these tools. But even for me, either way, the Kajabi University has been so helpful because you can literally just go in. They have live trainings every week that you can go and, play around in that world, but they also have tons of canned resources. So you can type a question into the search and find exactly what you need. And they'll have written instructions and video tutorials on pretty much everything. And then they have a chat resource as well. So if there's ever a time when you can't find anything to help you in your process, you can reach out to them directly and they will respond with either linking you to the appropriate resources or explaining things. And they also will go into your site, if that's necessary to help support you through whatever your question is. They can actually sign into your Kajabi platform and fix things or help you to work things out, which is so helpful. Okay, so let's jump in. I'm going to skip down. This is the general dashboard area that you'll see. This is the outline of all the different areas in your platform that you're going to get to. And we're going to go through all of these as quickly as possible. The dashboard will really tell you just like basic updates of money that's coming in, customers, different things that are going on. But I wanted to start by looking at this website page, since we kind of came in through the front end of the web and all those pages. I just want to show you now how easy it is to work with those. So if you go to your website section, it will bring you to the design page first. And this is really where you're setting up like the main themes and formatting for your website. So here you're really kind of editing more on the overall look of things. Okay, super easy, and you can go in here to customize pages really easily. Let's just look at this real quick. So this is the announcements page, which is really neat. I actually meant to mention that before, because when you have people, when I was looking at like the library page, let's go back to that actually, if I still have it. When you have people looking at their library, there's an announcement section, and whenever you drop an announcement on any product, it will send an email and also an app notification to the person. So I've seen some people doing really cool things where they drop an announcement about, it's actually like they've added something to a product that you bought previously and maybe already went through completely, and they've added something new to it, and from that new thing that they've added, the new resource, then it leads you into an upsell to like get into whatever they're doing next. So you'll have email marketing ways of connecting with your clients and customers, but having those announcements, I think, are also really helpful, because it's almost like a way of like sending a note, like sending a text to your people and getting them back onto your platform to see what's new and what's been going on. So anyways, this is just one web page, and as you can see, it's super like visually oriented, where you can click on different blocks and then edit on the side pane. I love working with their web design. I've worked with WordPress and a few other web building programs, and this is by far the most seamless and easy to use that I've ever found. But I'm not a professional web designer, and I have not like explored all the web design programs by any stretch. But anyway, that's the basic, kind of how it looks when you're editing. And then you can go into your specific pages, right? So you're going to have pages for your website, your homepage. This is my, that recommendations page I showed you is really like the shop page if you want to have that. You can have a standard thank you page, about me, all these different things, and you can edit them from here. Then if you go into your landing pages from here, you can edit your actual sales pages, and you can create any kind of page you want. They don't all have to be sales or like landing pages, but this is where you would edit all the different pages that you're creating. So I'll just show you, let's see, I'll show you this landing page for for my online course, since you saw the front end version of that. And this is what it looks like when you're looking on the back end. So you can see, you can kind of click on any of these different sections to edit text. And when you're at it, just so you know, you can pop these text boxes up to full screen, so you don't have to edit in that tiny side window. But I have to say, I do love editing in the tiny side window sometimes, because it automatically populates over here on the visual pane, so you can see how things are laying out as you're doing your editing, which is very helpful. And of course, you can edit your buttons and all these different things, change the text, add a link. You can change, all the colors and everything like that on your buttons and all these different sections, changing background colors, changing transparency of backgrounds, and all different things. So, and you can also do any kind of, if you have a web designer, or if you have web design experience and you want to do custom editing, you can do custom code and all that kind of stuff and just bring it into Kajabi. That's how some of this page was created by an assistant of mine. So there's just a lot of options, both in terms of what they give you as templates and also what you can do totally custom for yourself. So let's go back here, back out of this real quick. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then navigation, like these are just different parts of web design. I'm not going to go deep into all these different things, but you can edit, you know, the way things show up at the top of the page, your navigation bar, the links that they have access to, your footer, all these different pieces. And then of course there is the blog as well. So this will be, you know, seamlessly tied in with your website, but it has its own separate area where you can edit and work on your blog posts, which is also, you know, this is pretty straightforward, I think, and setting up your SEO, images, all these things, very cool. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go kind of back up to the top and look at our products. So this is where all of your products will be hosted, whether they're coaching products, courses, you know, anything else that you create. Your podcast will also be over here, and this is where you can go in and edit the product themselves. So I was going to show you my course. Yeah, so we'll go into this group coaching program, just so you could see the inside, right? I showed you the front end of what the customer sees when they're signed into their course program, and this is what you'll see when you want to go in and edit. So as you can see here is like the outline of every post, every element of the course, and you can set things so that they just like are static, you know, published right away. You can leave things as draft, obviously, and publish them when you're ready. You can also set up these drip mechanisms, so it will drip out the module or the content piece itself in a certain sequence. What's cool as well is that you can, I think this, yeah, so you can see that I dripped out the module. And then the content you can publish, you know, manually as well. So you don't have to commit to one or the other in a way. You can kind of do a mix of both. And so if you ever want to add something new, you can just do that, which I think is great. So that's kind of like the course layout, and I'll show you when you're editing like an actual post. This is what it looks like, very similar to editing like a blog post or something like that. You're just putting in, you know, whatever content materials you have, whether it's text, video, audio, and they have these assessments, which are great. Let me just show you, I'll just show you this. So you can create a new assessment and go through this whole process, which will, it's just like creating a questionnaire, basically. And so you can include like quizzes essentially, or just like check-ins, which is really more how I've used them so far, and follow up with people, or like a new client questionnaire or something like that. So I think those are great to have. I'll just show you, like, this is my new client questionnaire. And you can go in, and this is like the editing the main area, but you can also look directly at all the questions. So you can go in here and, you know, edit all the questions. Of course, they can be like multiple choice, they could be fill in the blank, they could be write a paragraph, whatever different types of questions you need. So that's a little side note on that. Let's go into coaching products as well, because I think Kajabi is especially a great program for people who want to do courses and coaching too. And there's a lot of depth to this, which I haven't used yet, all of it, because I don't do a lot of like resources with my clients. They kind of have the resources already for the most part, or they get those in a different way. But you can set up these sessions so that they get, like, you can send files and images, video, you can do all kinds of things with it. So this is what a client would see when they first have purchased a single session with me. This button will help them to go and get on the actual schedule. And here you can set up an agenda for the session so that they know what to expect. And you can, let's see, let me go back to, yeah, and so this is my package of sessions. So you can go in and see all the different, you can set up each different session. So if you have a coaching program that you walk people through where you do like a different thing at each session, or go through a program in the process of 6 sessions or whatever your number is, you can build out each one of these sessions. So my sessions are just not really structured that way. They're very, like in the moment. We just deal with whatever's going on right now. But you can set up all these different things: resources, agendas, descriptions, everything, which is really cool and very nice to offer your people. Okay, so the next thing in these products is the community. This is another thing that I've kind of played with, but I haven't fully used yet. So I haven't actually invited anyone into my communities yet, but I have kind of started playing and building. So I'll just show you, this is what the community generally would look like. You set it up like, it's very much like a Facebook group in the sense of what you can do in the space. So but especially in terms of this feed, right? So you can make a post and you can choose a specific kind of conversation that you want to post in, or just post generally in the community. And it'll all lay out just kind of like a Facebook, wall in a group. But what makes it different and is super cool is these challenges that they have. So they have actually all these templates for different challenges that you can offer to people. And they will just be like a series of posts for the people to respond to and like follow along with. So for example, I started making this one, 30 days of journal speak. And so it would basically prompt them to do a journaling practice every day with a specific prompt. And then it would also encourage them to make a post in the community to share their experience. And this will go out through email and everything. So it's a really nice way. It's basically like it will build an email sequence for an ongoing event for you. And all you have to do is build it in this community space. So, and there's like tons of different like gratitude, self-reflection, exercise, meditation, crafting. Like there's just all different sort of templates that you can work with to create these challenges, which I think is super cool. You can also set up meetups where you can meet up, with live rooms and do kind of like a live coaching call or Q&A call or whatever you want on there. And there's this resources tab where you can just put, open season resources, whatever you want to share with your people. So I think that is super cool too. I don't know why that's spooling, but I don't think there's anything there right now anyway. So, and then the last thing is podcasts in terms of the products. Another thing that I have kind of fooled with a little bit, but I haven't fully started. So there's not really much to see in the back end for me. But I will show you that it is super easy to create these. I mean, every product in this whole program is really easy to create, but you can either import a podcast, so you can move, if you have one, you can move it over to Kajabi, which is awesome, or you can create a new one, and it's really easy to do. So I'm looking forward to getting into that too. Okay, so then we're going to go to the sales section. Here's where you will obviously track all of your income and sales and how the like reoccurring payments are going, or single payments. All those different things will be in your sales section. It's also where you will tune into your offers. So in Kajabi, there's products, which is the actual course, coaching service, whatever, like product that you've created. And then the offers are how you set up pricing. So you go in and create, an offer for $125 and then link it to whatever product is, connected with that. So it's super easy to do. I love working with their system on that. I love also that you can do coupons. You can do like coupon codes that you can just put out somewhere, but you can also do like a personalized, like custom coupon that you can send to somebody if you need to give them a discount or something like that, which is awesome. And then here also is where you would track your affiliates. So if you have anybody in your world who wants to really support and promote your work, you can actually set up affiliate programs with them, which I think is awesome. And then of course you can track their progress as well. We already looked at the website, so let's see. Oh, here, I was going to show you. Yeah, so setting up the offers is really easy. I was just going to show you, like, let's act like we're going to create a flash sale on my Body Wellness course. Okay, so we would go in and choose this product, right? And you can do one or more products, which is really cool too. So you can create kind of like a bundle as well. Okay, and then this will be a paid offer, but see, you can create free offers as well. You can also create, monthly payments, which is cool, subscription services. So you can do like a membership type of product, a one-time payment. And for the price, you can set your own price. You can also do pay what they want. So you can set a minimum price and then allow people to pay what they want. And this is an awesome feature that is relatively new, and I am excited to use at some point. You can choose which kind of payment types you want to offer. And then, and then you'll move through this process. I'm not going to like take the time to do this. We can do a tutorial on that later, but just so you can see, it's like super simple, very straightforward to set these things up. And it really walks you through it in a nice and simple way. So the next thing we'll go to is this marketing tab. And this is where your email campaigns will live, as well as funnels, automations, events, and forms. So real quick, the emails, if you have been using email marketing somewhere else, I can't tell you how much of a difference it makes to move it over to Kajabi and have like all your stuff in one place. It's just so cool because then you can link products and offers and pages and things into your emails with ease. It's all just right there and it's really built to work together. So yeah, so many options. And then they have templates too. So you could go and create either a broadcast, which is just a one-time thing, a sequence, which is setting up a series of emails at whatever pace or frequency you'd like. And you can also, apparently they're going to be doing event-specific emails. So yeah, super easy to use. I love it. Let's see, what did I have? Yeah, okay, so then funnels is next. This is another thing that I have like kind of, because I think this changed since when I joined. So I've built my funnels manually through Kajabi, which was not hard to do, but now they have set up these funnel templates. So you can actually go to this page and it will walk you through a process to set up everything you need for the whole pipeline, which is amazing. Again, super cool, especially if you have no idea what you're doing, right? If you're new to all of this, it will teach you how to create everything. So you can choose based on if you're doing a freebie, if you're just wanting to set up a sales page and then an email sequence to follow. If you're wanting to launch a product, so you're trying to like build up this like know and trust, you can do that through a funnel here as well. You can set up it through a Zoom webinar. You can send them a free book. You can set up a coaching campaign to promote your coaching services and basic sales page. And then of course you can also just do the whole thing custom from scratch for yourself, which is also very nice to have. The next thing that we will look at, I think I just wanted to show you briefly, is automations. In case you don't know what that means, it's just all the sort of triggered actions that you want to set up in your system. So for example, as you can see here, somebody does something with my form, my main opt-in form. If they click a certain thing, they'll get added to the wait list for my healing sessions. this is like, if they sign up for an event, they get a specific email. If they buy a certain product, they, get a certain tag added to their contact. So it's all these different things that you can do, but it's really nice because each of these automations will sort of happen. You might initially set them up in the product itself or in the email itself or on the web page itself as you're editing things. But being able to come to this one place and look at all your automations and edit them, because things change, sometimes the link changes or whatever, all these different things are constantly kind of moving. So you can look at them all in one place and edit them as needed, make sure everything is beautifully connected and in sync, which I love. And then the last thing we'll look at here is the events page. So when you're setting up a web page, let's say you're launching a free workshop on whatever date, you can set that workshop up as an event in your platform so that you can have like a countdown timer. You can have emails to remind people about the event. You can have follow-up emails to touch base with people after the event, all these different things, and you can build it right into the platform itself, which is very, very cool. And then of course you can, edit, create new, all that sort of thing. Forms, let's see. I will just show you really quickly. Forms are like your opt-ins, right? So it's anywhere that you're asking for people's like name, email address, that type of thing. Any other information you want, you can make custom forms. So if you need to collect, for example, somebody's birth date for whatever reason with your product, when they sign up or when they buy something, you can set up a form to collect whatever information you need, and then you can link those forms directly into different pages, excuse me, and different things like that. So those are really helpful to have too. Let's see. Okay. And then contacts. Okay, so this is where you just manage all your people. I'm not going to show you much of this because I don't want to expose anybody's name or email address to the internet, but I think it's pretty straightforward. This is where you keep track of your peeps. And then assessments. I think I mentioned this before when talking about the course program, course products that you can create. So you can create different assessments and feedback forms or questionnaires, all different things to really gather different types of information in almost like a quiz format. And so you can actually make quizzes that are graded and everything. Like you can, give people scores on quizzes and use that as a real learning tool for people, which is awesome. But it can also just be more like a questionnaire if that's what you need it for as well. And then let's see, analytics. So obviously your analytics, you can keep track of all your product progress, all your products, how things are showing up, clicks and all those different things in one place, which is really, really handy to have. And the last thing, so you'll see here, Kajabi partners, I have signed up to be a Kajabi partner. That's why I'm doing this right now, because I love, love, love this platform and I really strongly recommend it to people. So if you sign up as a Kajabi partner, you of course get some, perks as being a promoter for Kajabi. And so this is why, I'll be putting my link down below. And if you want to sign up, you can get 30-day free trial, which is awesome. So then the last thing here is the settings tab, and we'll just look at that briefly. This is like, your basic account setting. So this is really kind of deep in the back end, setting up, the details of your site, the way you want things to get, dripped out or moved out, different products and things. You can do kind of like a general settings for things, and then in each different area, you can customize different products and different pieces, but you want to have all your defaults kind of set up. So this is great to have all this super deep backend stuff in one place. And Yeah. So that's pretty much it with Kajabi. Of course, down here is help and feedback as well. And so, like I said, there are a bunch of different options for how to get help, which I think is great, because sometimes we need different things. And so you can connect with them directly. You can sign on for a webinar. You can go and visit the expert store. I have not explored that yet. I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, you can hire someone who is a Kajabi expert. That's awesome. I need to look at that. And yeah, and so you can go and look at all these different ways to get, and of course you can visit the help center directly. And this will lead you into what I talked about very early on about Kajabi University and all these different ways to learn, videos and all different things that you can learn how to do on here. So I hope that was helpful for you. Please let me know in the comments if it was. And if you have questions, please like and share this video if you found it helpful. And if you want to sign up for your 30-day free trial, you should use my link below and check it out. And of course, feel free to come back and let me know how it goes for you. And or if you have any questions once you're in Kajabi and you need some help, or you saw me do something and you want to know how I did that, feel free to come back here and comment on anything, anytime, and I will look forward to connecting with you soon. Okay, so I know that was kind of a lot, right? But there's a lot in there, and that's really what you want, I think, for people like me, when you're looking for one hub, one place where you could do all these different things for your business, rather than having to juggle all these different applications, all these different programs and softwares. You can do almost everything in just one place, in just one platform. And I think that's absolutely incredible. Also really nice for our customers, because when you are engaging with your customer through a product or service, it's nice for them too, that they don't have to go to all different kinds of links or all different kinds of websites in order to interact with you and your business and all the amazing things that you have to offer. If you could just put them all in one place, it really streamlines your business and it looks a lot more professional too. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. Please, if you have any questions or comments, drop them below. Don't forget to like and share this video as well. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you come back for more. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon.